Control. Bravo team.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is One-Sided Conversations, and I am your host, Jason. Since the last episode was such a rousing success, with me playing the game and talking about Pokemon Go, I thought I'd take a different approach this time, and record the footage beforehand, and then record audio over it. I don't think it'll make that much of a difference, but at least my thoughts will come out without 2-minute delays in between, at the very least. So I was thinking, there's a new Sonic game coming out. There's a couple actually, but one in particular, Sonic Mania, is looking really good. Like really good. If you've ever played Sonic in the past, ideally from the Sega Genesis, then you know what I'm talking about. If you saw this, it's like if Sonic was made in 2D for the Saturn. It looks beautiful, and a much better rendition than anything that's come out in the past decade, really. In addition to Sonic Mania, there's also the NX 2017 game, which looks suspiciously like just Sonic Generations 2. But who can say? They haven't announced what the title is, but in the trailer there is modern Sonic as well as classic Sonic, and the last time we saw that was Sonic Generations. I'm not sure how they would go about it, as they took 3 levels from more or less each generation of Sonic previously. It'd be nice if they expanded on that, I suppose. Maybe did different levels, or just focused on a certain generation. But I'm interested to see where that goes, even though I think Sonic Mania looks a hell of a lot better. If you don't know, Sonic Mania is being created in collaboration with a few other people other than Sonic Team, which is great news. Christian Whitehead's working on it, who has brought over the 16:9 versions of the previous Sonic games. There's also Headcanon Games and the Go to West games, who made Major Magnet. So far we've seen a couple zones from the game. There's the remix version of Green Hill Zone, and there's also the Studiopolis Zone, which is basically a new casino zone. The game controls wonderfully from what I've seen. It looks just like you'd expect from the old Sega Genesis games. You don't press right and immediately go at Mach speed. You're going, you start off at a walk more or less, and you pick up speed as you go, which just feels right. It feels like Sonic. I'm curious as to why Sega went along with this sort of collaboration. They sort of tried to go retro with Sonic 4 in the past, episodes 1 and 2, but in going back to their 2D roots, they also kept the look of the newer ones, as well as some of the abilities, and that's what really threw people off, I think. People think they want the original Sonic games again. And I guess this is more or less their way of seeing if that's true. They're not really expending resources. Different teams are doing it. They're going to be publishing it, obviously, which costs money. But their own internal team will be working on the new game, which I imagine they think is going to do better. But we'll see. We'll see how it actually does compared to Sonic Mania. I'm curious if it was brought about based on just fan reaction to previous works that these people have made, or if they just finally gave in and they're like, okay, well, you think this is what you want, then we'll give it to you, but we can assure you it's not. It's like with World of Warcraft, where Blizzard refuses to put out like a vanilla server, and there was one not too long ago, but then they shut it down. And in panels and whatnot, they've said, "No, you don't want that." Like you remember it in like its glory days. Like you have rose-tinted glasses. You think it's great, but when you go back and actually experience it, it was terrible. And you might do that with Sonic. You might go plug in the Genesis or play one of the emulated versions on Steam and realize that it's not what you thought. That, or you'll just be like, oh man, this was awesome, because you remember it being awesome and you refuse to think of it any other way. That being said, I can't wait. I really just cannot wait. Sonic 2 was one of my, well, it was my first Genesis game that I ever played, and I had a blast with that game. I can beat it in about 30 minutes, I think. There was like a trophy, I don't remember if it was under an hour or under 30 minutes. I feel like it was under 30 minutes you had to beat it. I got it my first try, no problem. Just get the supersonic and just fly through the levels. And I am excited to learn the levels again for this and collect the Chaos Emeralds, assuming they're in it. I'm sure they are. Based on everything that I've seen, I don't see how they wouldn't be. I'm excited to learn the special stages. It's just going to be a nostalgia fest, and it's going to be fantastic because it's going to be new. It's going to be a new nostalgia fest, and if RPGs have told us anything about that, platformers could certainly use it. So while this has been One-Sided Conversations, I would actually like to know what your thoughts on this are. Are you excited for Sonic Mania? What about the new NX title in 2017? Do you care about Sonic at all? Drop us a line. Lots of options for you. You got the comments down below. You got Twitter. You can find me at FFOP_Jason. You can find our Fistful of Potions page on Facebook. Or if you want a ton of options for either just Fistful of Potions or me personally or the other people I've seen, you can go to fistfulofpotions.com or ffop.net if you're incapable of spelling out the full name, and go to our contact page. There you have our just direct links to everything, so you don't even have to search, including our personal emails if you have any questions, comments, concerns, etc. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great day.